What's up, you guys? So I know it's been a while, but I wanted to vent about something. I had the most weirdest kind of fucked up day situation today at my job. Some of you guys know I work at a hotel. And so in the midst of me working, this lady came and gave me this camera, video camera. She was checking out. And she was like, she didn't want to throw it away or whatever, and it's brand new, never been used, and she wanted to just give it to me because she didn't want to throw it away. And then I'm like, okay. And she was like, because she was trying to catch her husband doing some fucked up shit, and I'm like, okay, not like okay like that, but like I'm wondering. Hold on, you guys, I'll be right back. My husband calling. Okay, I'm back. I don't remember where I left off at. But anyway, she gave me this camera. Like I said, it's like a light bulb. It's like a spying camera or whatever. She gave me one of those. Gave it to me, brand new in the box. And because she wanted to try to catch her husband doing some nasty shit. And I'm trying to figure out like, okay, I'm not thinking that much of it. And then like 10 seconds later, it's kind of dawned on me like, what is she talking about? Because I'm paying attention to my surroundings, looking at her, looking at everything she doing and who she with. I'm like, Avis being Avis. Because if you know me personally, you know I'm a very bold person. I don't mind asking people questions, and it just, you either can get what you get, you know what I mean? So that's what happened. So I went over there to her. I said, ma'am, and she was like, I like, can I ask you a personal question? And she was like, yeah. I'm gonna say, you said you were trying to catch your husband doing some nasty stuff. What exactly are you talking about? What exactly did you mean? And then, because what I'm thinking, I see the little girl she with, a little girl. And that's the first thing kind of went in my head. What? And then kind of find out that's exactly what she's talking about. Her and her husband been married or been together for 18 years or something like that, she said. They have a 2-year-old little girl together. 2 years old. And she said her 2-year-old, she could barely speak, barely talk like that. Most 2-year-olds probably like that. But anyway, the little girl pointed to her cabbage, which you guys know I call your coochie, your cabbage. The girl pointed to her cabbage and she pointed to her daddy. She did that 3 times, she said. She did like this. Whatever. She pointed to her dad and pointed to her cabbage. A child don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. And why would she point to her dad and point to her business if he hasn't been there or did anything to her? That was the first red warning flag. And I'm like, by this time, you guys know my heart just went out to her because, like, you guys know I'm a victim of sexual abuse from multiple men. Not just one, not just 2, not just 3. I'm not going no further. I'm just leaving it at that. But I've been sexually abused and assaulted majority of my life since I was a child. Since I was about 16 years old. So yeah, my heart just went out to her. And then we started talking, and we'll talk about her and her situation. Her husband is a lawyer. She left him, and she's traveling because she have family here in Florida. She left him, say she's trying to find out, get a job or whatever here in Florida because she has family here. And he's this big lawyer or whatever. And I'm like, he already got power behind him because he's a lawyer. So it's basically her word against his word. And he knows the ins and out of that shit. So, like, they're not going to take her seriously. And the thing about it with sexual assault cases, seems like nobody gives a fuck about that. No one seems to care. It's like justice barely even gets served. And she was a victim of abuse herself when she was younger. And we'll talk about my situation. Like, for a breeze, they can come. I was like, let her know, like, because I know what you feel. I just started healing like 3 years ago. I just started healing 3 years ago. And this happened to me as a child. And I just started healing 3 years ago from this situation. And I'm better now. And she was a victim herself. And I'm like, yes, you definitely got to break the cycle. By all means, I don't care what you got to do. Protect your child. Because you don't want her to go through what you're going through and what you feel. Because like I tell her, and she kind of the same way too, I still have triggers to this day. Like my husband can't touch me in certain ways or do certain things that because it triggers me to what happened when I was younger. That shit stick with you for life. It don't matter what age you are. That shit stick with you for life. So let me go back. And she was like, something else she caught one time, because like right now he's sleeping on the sofa. She kicked him out of the room. She don't want to be in the room with her. So she heard this noise like knocking his wall coming from her daughter's room. He goes in his daughter's room masturbating. And whatever. And when she went there, she smelled the cum in the air. And you guys know, if you are a woman, you know, men's cum sperm have a smell to it. Everybody know their own partner cum smell. That's just period. It could be stank or just a musky odor or whatever it can be. Male sperm has a smell. Some are stronger than others. I have had my fair share of smelling. So, you know the smell of sperm, especially if you're your husband. You know his nuts smell like. So she went into the room and she smelled that and she heard her noise and he was masturbating in the fucking room with their daughter. She said, he don't even masturbate in front of me. So why would he masturbate in front of him, his daughter? First of all, why would you be masturbating in her room? Because she's a child. What were you doing? What was your purpose? You could be masturbating in the fucking... No, sorry, she was in the bathroom. She was used to the bathroom. And she heard that. And she went there and... Yeah, sometimes he tried to convince her, like I feel like she could say. Sometimes it works because she was like, am I tripping? Am I just hallucinating, whatever? I said, no, baby, no. Don't let him try to trick you into believing some of his bull crap and try to make it sound you stupid, you a fool for what you're going through with your child. Because at the end of the day, you are her mother. Motherly instinct, women instinct, baby. Protect your child. Protect your flesh and blood. That's just a fucking man. It's something about a woman and their children. You feel me? You guys know what I'm talking about. Protect your own. I don't give a fuck if you got to kill him and hide his body and put that shit in acid, let that shit melt down. And no one never fucking know he'd be just vanished off the face of the earth. Put his ass away. Don't let no one hurt your child. I don't want none of my girls to go through what I have felt going through situations like that. So why would you want your child to go through that? I'm glad she ran away from him. I'm glad she did. That's the first step. Because they argue about situations. He tried to act she's crazy and say he was smiling shit. I'm like, bitch, I would have fucked his shit up. That's something I don't even motherfucking play about, bitch. If the first time I think of something, I'm going up beside your motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if I was wrong, and I assume you did. I'm finna fuck you up. And I ask questions about it later. I find out later. But if I even assume, it's your ass. And I got girls that talk, so anything that happens to them, they're gonna let me know. I hope nothing ever happens to them. I don't want that cycle to continue. That's why I try to keep them as close as possible. You know, and I mean, like, how can you touch your own flesh and blood, let alone if you're a predator? Like, you shouldn't touch nobody's child, but how can you touch your own flesh and blood? Your own baby. You a nasty motherfucker, bitch. I don't need to put you in a jail. You just need to be tortured and killed. How could you? But this is the light bulb she gave me, you guys. It connects to Wi-Fi. Oh, another thing with Wi-Fi, she know he'll find it in the house because of how big the light bulb is. He'll definitely notice that. I'm like, and I ended up opening when I got home. I said, yeah. And how they got their house set up, she said he can see every Wi-Fi device on his phone and he can disconnect it, whatever Wi-Fi it is. I'm like, darn. So, but it's this light bulb right here. And it has a camera right here. And at the bottom, it says a microphone. It has reset button, the speakers and all that stuff. And it's like a real actual light bulb, but it's way big light bulb that, you know, people can notice. And it comes with one of these SIM cards or memory cards right here, so you could put into your phone and save the footage or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna put it in my kids' room, because how they be showing their ass and I find out they be cussing on the low. I'm be cussing their ass with a switch, lighting their damn asses up every time I hear them say a curse word. I'm gonna say, rewind the tape back. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that kind of fucked me up this morning. It did. And I haven't been on here in a long time. I have videos I have uploaded on here, you guys. And they been up here for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I haven't even released it yet. It's just like, I've been like, fuck it. I don't care about, you know, YouTube at all. But I wanted to share today because that happened, and that was very weird. And just like, it fucked me up, because you touch your own little child. She's a 2-year-old. She's a tiny, itty bitty little thing. And I mean, itty bitty little tiny little thing. And I have to commend the mom for taking the first step of protecting her baby. Protect your own by all means. So, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. She's in Florida. Like I said, she's gonna try to find a job here. I think she's going like, I can't remember. Like, if you are in the Florida area, like me, and you're like down South Florida, or maybe like Florida area, like Panama City areas, like that Destin, like going towards all that way, let me know, because I still have her number or whatever, and I can tell her like if you like what, you know, try to let her know who's hiring. Cause she's gonna go stay with family, and no, that get old quickly if you stay with family. And especially in circumstances, sometimes family don't even want to fuck with you or believe you. So I just wanna extend the olive branch. If you know, y'all know something, and I can pass the word along. All right.